my gorgeous Taurians. So guys, this is your reading for June 2024. Taurus, I hope you're all well. Thank you so much for being here. Now, Taurus, I felt really emotional in the vision that I had for you guys. I actually saw someone carefully wrapping a really old book in some brown paper. On top of the brown paper, they put bubble wrap, right? They put it into a bag, looking really sad, and they headed off into the high street and took this book into a vintage bookshop, handed it over almost painfully, and said to the guy across the counter, look, whatever you can get for this, I'd be very grateful. I've had it for many years. I've cherished it, but there's something I need to purchase. And the guy took this book, unwrapped it, and sort of caught his breath. Wow. And he said, my goodness, that's a first edition. He said, yeah, we'd love to have that. That would sell very quickly. And the guy looked at this other guy across the counter and his eyes welled up with tears and said, I don't want to sell it, but I've kind of got no choice. And this guy said, okay, well, we'll make sure it goes to a good home. And that was it. And the guy walked out. And I heard the word sacrifice. And Taurus, I'm feeling really emotional. Really emotional in this reading for you, and emotional in the vision. Taurus, you may be surprised to understand that someone here is willing to sacrifice something precious in order to make you happy, is what I'm getting. This could be someone who is changing course because this is what they feel you want. Or this could be someone who is selling something precious in order to buy you something that they feel that would be very important for you, right? This could be, for instance, Taurus, you know, a guy who loves his books, selling a first edition to buy you an engagement ring. You know, it's that sort of thing. Someone here is willing to sacrifice in order to make you happy. That's what I'm getting. Wow. And I'm now hearing the sacrificial lamb. Okay. So Taurus, before I get all mushy on you guys, should we get into this and see what comes through? I'm hoping it's going to be a lovely reading. This is the Marchetti deck. Everything, guys, is down below as always. The link to my website if you'd like a private reading, all the decks I use, and the link to join the channel if you're interested in membership. Okay, Taurus, here we go. You may find yourself emotional at this point of time too. Archangel Michael, thank you for joining us. This is the reading for my Taurians, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, June 2024. Okay, I can now see a woman standing opposite a guy. I'm sorry, guys. It could be same sex, but you know, it's symbolism. And her eyes are welling up and she's looking at this guy. She's looking up at this guy and she's saying, you would do that for me? You would do that for me? And he's getting really teary as well, and they're hugging, and he's saying, of course I would. Of course I would. Oh, God, Taurus, you're going to set me off, guys. Whew. All right, don't know what this is. But we will find out, Taurus. Yeah, you may be a little bit blown away. A bit dumbstruck. I don't know why I want to pull that card out. Yeah. It's as if that's a really, really big thing you would do to make me happy. I can't believe it, you know? Wow. All right, Taurus. Oh. Arnold's in the corner. He's sitting next to Margaret and they're both smiling at each other. How sweet. Okay, Taurus, what have you got here? Oh, Six of Cups and the Four of Wands. Taurus. Now, this may be you as a couple thinking about children, thinking about a property. Taurus, I don't know, you may be living in the middle of a city, but you may have always dreamed of going back to your roots, you know, living where your parents lived in the countryside, something like that. Your person may have pushed against this previously. No, I don't want to do that. Oh my goodness, no, too much upheaval. Not going to do that. Yeah, no, let's not discuss this. It may be at this point of time, Taurus, that they are turning around and saying, you know what? If that would make you incredibly happy, if that would put a smile on your face, then let's do it. And this is you thinking, wow, my partner's ready to give up his job in the city, up sticks and move to where I grew up because he knows it means that much to me. It may be something relating to that. Now, if not, it could be that a property is put in a child's name. This could be two people, a couple, pulling together to try and get their child on the housing ladder, something like that. And Taurus, you may have been stressed about your child. Maybe your child has been renting, you know, and it's really tough to get the money together for a deposit. And this is you talking to your partner and your partner saying, okay, I think we need to give them a serious amount of money, right? We need them to feel stable in their life. Whatever this is, Taurus, whether it's for you personally or for someone that you are very close to, a family member, a child, grandparents even, your person is willing to do something and sacrifice for your happiness because they know that this means a lot to you, something like that. Guys, it could even be two people agreeing to build an annex for an older parent, you know. It could be that previously, Taurus, your person said to you, oh, well, I really want to help your grandma or something, or your mom, she's getting older, but I don't know if we could live together. And this is your partner turning around and saying, you know what, let's pull the money together. Let's put an annex on the back of the house. Yeah, we can afford it. If it makes you feel happy that your mum or your dad is taken care of, living with us, then let's do it. It's something similar to that. This is about the past, nostalgia, and about stability. Okay, here we go. Taurus, King of Cups. Taurus, you're connecting with someone who sometimes struggles to show his emotion. I'm not necessarily feeling this is someone cold. I feel this is someone who does have a lot of emotion, but this is someone who's used to thinking logically. And why do I feel a correlation instantly to the reading I've just done for Virgo? So if you're connected to a Virgo, Taurus, watch that reading. The Hangman. So Taurus, you may be in a relationship with a Pisces masculine, very simple, or you want your partner to get in touch with their emotion and to see the bigger picture. That's what you're hoping to achieve. We need to look back in 10 years' time and feel as if we've made the right choice, feel as if we've done the right thing. Whereas your person, Taurus, may have disagreed with you. I don't know if it's necessary that we do that. I don't know if it's going to cost too much, that sort of thing. In the past, Taurus, 9 of Cups. Interesting. We've got a property here and we've got a property there. You, Taurus, may have done very well pertaining to money, equity, relating to a property. So you may have bought a property, I don't know, in the 80s or 90s. Say, for instance, it was 200 grand, right? Then now it may be worth 600-700 grand, right? That's how times have changed. Could even be more. So Taurus, this is you looking back thinking, those were the heydays. And we did really well in the past. We built up a lot of equity. We did really well. after that time, I feel, Taurus, as if you protected your nest egg with everything you had. You may have thought to yourselves, okay, well, yes, you've got a lot of equity wrapped up in their house, but we need to make sure that it's going to last us for the rest of our lives. Maybe you guys have got basic pensions. I'm definitely connecting with two older people here. And I'm sorry if you're 21. I'm sorry, guys. I'm connecting with a couple who I think are going to do something for a family member. And my goodness, this story's come out quite a lot in different ways for quite a few of you over the last couple of months. So Taurus, you somehow protected money wrapped up in a property. Okay, well, we're not going to take any equity out. No, no, no. We're going to be frugal with the way we live. And you were very savvy, very careful to maintain a property, keep it up to scratch, that sort of thing. Because this was your investment. This was your future, right? So what you're thinking, Taurus, now is you want your partner to see the bigger picture. And it has something to do with you feeling unhappy because you believe that someone's going through a tough time, Taurus. It could be an elderly parent who's stuck, feeling isolated on their own. Money's not good, you know. Or it could be even a child. It could even be, Taurus, that you may have money wrapped up in a property you bought years ago, but you may have dreamed of going back to your roots, right? Yes, you know, we bought this property when we were first married, or the kids were little, or something like that. But I've never really loved this house. I mean, it's gained equity. It was a good buy at the time when the kids were growing up, but I've never felt connected to this house. And it may well be the time, Taurus, that you speak to your person, and this could be someone you've been with for a long time, or this could even be someone, Taurus, that you're getting serious with, and you're talking about finding somewhere new to live together, right? This could be a new serious relationship. You may be talking to this person about wanting to move, which would be a very big deal for them. Because if they're with you, they would have to up sticks and move, get all the boxes packed up, possibly even change their job, or they would move out of a community that they might have known for 20 odd years. So this is a big deal. What you're thinking about, Taurus, is that you're stood at crossroads. I feel your partner knows that you're unhappy about something. It could be guilt. Oh my gosh, you know, mom is living 6 hours away. She's unhappy. She's on her own. You know, dad's passed away. It's that sort of thing. And it may be that it's a really long trek for you to try and see your elderly mum. And this is your partner knowing deep down that you'd really want your elderly mum to live with you, but nobody really wanted to talk about it up until this point of time. It could be that type of thing, Taurus, but it's going to be different for all of you. In the immediate future, Taurus, oh, the Tower. There's going to be something that happens which makes you realise that changes really have to be made. Really have to be made. Now, I don't know, Taurus, it may be for some of you that you recognise that an elderly parent is failing. They could have a nasty fall and they may end up in hospital. And this is you thinking, wow, okay, I really want to do this now. I really want to bring my mum or my dad to live with us because I can't cope if they had a really nasty fall, it was fatal and I wasn't around, you know, I was miles away. It may well be that something happens here relating to a child. It could be that a child who's trying to get on the housing ladder has been fleeced by a landlord or has lost their job, and this is someone who can't afford to pay the rent. And this is you thinking, okay, well, It's a lot of money, but we feel able now with this equity that we've got in this property to do something about this. Maybe we should try and purchase a really small apartment for our child, right? So that if anything horrible happens to our child in terms of their stability, they've got something to lean on. You know, we're not going to be a landlord charging this person rent. It would be their property. It might be something like that, Taurus. So whatever this Tower moment is, it's going to be a shock, and it may cause you to want to have a really serious sit-down conversation with your person. In your fears, Taurus, 5 of Wands, you may be worried that your person is going to push against this, you know. No, Taurus, oh, I'm sorry, I just can't deal with your mum coming to live with us for the next 30 years. I don't know if I could deal with it. It could be your partner say, look, this is our nest egg, this is our retirement, this money we've got wrapped up in this house. If we release a large amount of it to give to our child, to help our child on the housing ladder, what happens if we struggle later on in our lives, you know? This might be what you're nervous about. My partner's going to say no. My partner's just going to say, no, I'm sorry. Your partner's energy, okay. Wow, Taurus, and I'm beginning to feel emotional again. The Wheel of Destiny. I think, Taurus, if you speak to this person about this Tower moment, whatever this Tower moment is, I think your partner's going to turn around and say, I don't want to see you unhappy. I don't want you to be upset. If this is what you feel you really want to do for elderly parent, child, whoever this is, then I would be happy to do it. Just know, Taurus, that if your person says yes, this is actually a very big sacrifice for this person. It's not the money, it's not. It's the fact that they would have to go through some kind of upheaval in order to make this happen. So this could be you two selling a property to release the equity to give to a child. This could be your person agreeing to put a big extension on the back of the house, which may look a bit ugly, right? In order to provide comfort and support to an elderly parent that you're going to bring into your home. This could be your partner agreeing to equity release on their house, which is going to be a lot of legal paperwork that needs to be filled in, maybe visits to lawyers, that sort of thing. And this person may feel nervous that you guys aren't going to have a lot to lean on should anything happen to you. So this is a very big deal for this person. But I think, Taurus, because you're sitting in the rubble of the tower in shock somehow, your partner's going to come up trumps. Your partner's going to turn around and say, if this means so much to you, let's do this. Okay? Wow. Taurus, feeling emotional. I don't know who this is for. Two people talking about helping someone, and I feel this person is possibly a family member who is struggling, needs their help, infirm, might have had an accident, something like that. Or a child who is sitting on the breadline, possibly being fleeced by city landlords. Could be that too. In your hopes, Taurus, hoping for a passionate new start with the Ace of Wands. Okay, this is you keen to get the show on the road. Let's get this moving. Yes, Ace of Swords, all right. There's going to be a conversation, a very important conversation, could be a series of conversations, Taurus. And it's going to be based around what changes need to be made. The wheel is a fortunate turn of events, or your partner's willing to face change. You two are going to discuss what you need to do in order, Taurus, for you to feel comfortable in the knowledge that someone here is protected. I feel that's what we're talking about. elderly parent or a child. This is you giving some kind of stability to a child or elderly parent. I mean, I know it's specific, guys. 4 of Wands, 6 of Cups. Clarification for you. Yeah, 10 of Wands. Taurus, you are very, very stressed about this. There may have been a tearful conversation with a child on the phone. Oh my God, Mum, you know, I don't know if I'm going to lose my job. I've got this really high rent to pay. I'm going to sink. And this is you as a mum getting all teary on the phone. Oh, darling, you know, I don't know what we can do to help, but let us know. It could be a call from a hospital, you know. I'm sorry, but we've got your mum in here or your dad in here. We know you live miles away, hours away, but they've had a serious accident. And this is you distressing. Okay, and I don't want to scare you guys. This is all symbolism, so it could be anything. But the message coming through, Taurus, is your person is willing to sacrifice in some way to make you happy. So, you're sat in the 10 of Wands. Yeah, and the Page of Wands. I mean, this could be a distressing phone call. This could be a distressing call. And this is you thinking, wow, okay, I did not expect that. And this is you feeling burdened because when you put the phone down, Taurus, this is you walking into your beautiful living room in this lovely property thinking, what are we doing here? My poor mum is struggling on her own whilst we are sat in this lovely property that's worth quite a lot of money. Or my child's in this horrible studio flat, struggling, trying to hold down a job where we're here, sat in a 4-bed house, kind of living in the lap of luxury. Yeah, we worked hard for it, but we now need to think about the people around us in our family. And this is you feeling really guilty. So this is you facing the Tower. Oh my gosh, 10 of Wands, Page of Wands. I've had this phone call. I've had this email. I've had this sort of distress call from someone that has floored me. Tower. Now your person sat in the Wheel of Destiny. They're being surprisingly open-minded. And I say that because this is someone struggling with opening up. Okay. They're being surprisingly open-minded about what potentially you guys could do in order for things to be more balanced in the future. Their energy is a strength card. Now, this is tough, Taurus, because you're dealing with someone who may all their life have been frugal with themselves. Now, it could be it's their natural trait. This is somebody who may always have wanted to save rather than spend. But it could be this is someone who, you know, cut out food coupons. You guys didn't change the car for many years. Or you two didn't spend a lot of money on luxury holidays because you wanted to save money for your future. So Taurus, the fact that this person who is of a pretty frugal mindset, saving not spending, right, is willing to somehow splash out, as far as they're concerned, on whatever this is going to make you feel emotional. Because this is someone who would not normally go above and beyond. They would absolutely not. Okay? Yeah. They've been holding back and saving to the point where you guys together are sat in the 10 of Pentacles. Now, it's all relative, Taurus. It could be you've just cleared your mortgage. It could be that you've had your house valued and you're sitting there a little bit dumbstruck. Wow, this old thing? Blimey, it's worth that now? Yeah, times change. So, my lovely Taurians, whatever this is for you, this is going to be an emotional time. It's going to bring family together somehow, and it's going to enable one particular person who is seriously struggling to get on their feet again, to be supported, to feel cherished, to feel as if you care. And that's going to mean the world. So shall we get into this, Taurus, and see what comes through? let's do that. Archangel Michael, why is Taurus sat in the King of Cups and the Hangman? The Hierophant. So this is your beautiful Taurian energy, okay? You could be married to a Pisces masculine, or you could simply be wanting a masculine that you're in a relationship with to see the bigger picture, because someone here is stuck, okay? You'd be worrying about someone in your immediate family. Now, this is also community. This is pulling together. This is you two being very traditional. What's on your mind? Okay. With the energy of the Seven of Cups, Taurus, you may have felt as if you wanted to do something to help someone, but you knew that whatever you did wasn't really helping them. I mean, Taurus, this is you, right? Sending your child who's up in the city somewhere, struggling paying rent, a check for 100, right? And this is you thinking, I know it's a drop in the ocean for them, but I'm trying to do little bits to help. This is you going to see an elderly parent. You stay overnight in a hotel, you see your elderly parent, and you bring them flowers and you make sure they're okay, and have you got someone on call, that sort of thing. But then you go home thinking, well, we forked out on the gas, we forked out on the hotel, we've seen my elderly mum or dad, but now we're home and their situation hasn't changed, So you've been doing small things now and again to help the person that has been struggling, but you know that maybe more was needed. The Moon, Cancerian energy. I think, Taurus, whatever the situation is that you're dealing with has been worrying you deep down for quite a long time. For quite a long time. It may be the first time your child said, okay, mum and dad, I'm off. I'm going to rent a flat in the city. I've got my first job. And this is you thinking, oh my goodness, my baby, my baby. It could be when one of your parents passed away and left an elderly parent on their own. It could have been 5-10 years ago. And this is you thinking, I don't like this situation because I'm not there, we're not around to help this person if they fall, or, give them a bit of comfort because they're by themselves now. This might have been quite a long time. You've been thinking about this. It's been in the back of your mind, but you haven't done anything about it up until now. But I don't think you've talked to your person about this. Yeah, you've refrained from having a proper conversation about this. Again, it might be because your person has been really wanting to save money, been very careful all their lives with you to make sure you're not extravagant. So this might have been a bit of a sore topic, so you didn't bring it up. Yeah. What are you thinking about? Okay, the Devil. You may feel, Taurus, that your person now has become a little bit too, I don't want to say penny pinching because that sounds a bit rude. I'm sorry, guys. But you may feel your person's been obsessed about hanging on to money. Obsessed. Even though they're sat in the Ten of Pentacles. And this is you feeling increasingly uncomfortable that you're living a good life, but someone else somewhere is suffering. So Taurus, in the past, 9 of Cups. We have a property, we have, someone living really well. You may have benefited, Taurus, in the past, relating to an increase in the value of property, something like that. You could have invested in a property and done well. What happened in the past? What was going on in the past? Yeah, very happy. Wow, Taurus. Yeah. 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups. You may have had a very, very happy marriage. For some of you, you may have been able to give your kids a lovely upbringing. It might be that you had money from your parents and so did your partner, so you guys invested it wisely and life was good. Yeah, Taurus, life was good in the past. Knight of Cups, a lot of love between you and your person. The whole family was sort of together and happy. Life was great. And I think after that time, Taurus, as the years ticked by, because I feel this is 20 years possibly in the past, even more than that. After that time, you carefully protected, I mean, this is a card of defense, but I think I'm taking it as you protected your abundance. You protected that money. You protected that money. Yeah. With the energy of the star, that was your dream. That was your wish. We're going to protect this money so that we don't have to worry as we grow older. If anything should happen, we have the money, we have the funds to make sure we're okay. This is you feeling safe in the knowledge that if anything happened to either of you, job loss, maybe illness, you had enough money for you to get through the tough times. You had enough money to get through the tough times, Taurus. Yeah, and I think this is your person. I think this is your partner. You're coming through with the energy of the Hierophant. I think this is your partner, King of Coins. He could also be a fellow Earth sign or an Aquarian. So yes, life is good. You protected your money. You both worked very hard, right? But you may have been of the generation where you benefited in house prices rocketing, or you benefited from investment. I'm hearing it was a simple time, but a golden time. Okay. All right. So guys, you are now sat in the Two of Wands. Taurus, it's been bothering you. You've wanted to do something for a family member and you can't get it out of your head. You've been sat at crossroads wanting to do something. Yes. You've been thinking about dividing up the family wealth. And wealth is, in inverted commas, guys, you may not have very much, right? But whatever you have as a family, you've been thinking we shouldn't be keeping this all to ourselves. At this point, we should be dividing up parcels of money in order to help people that are struggling in our family, right? Because Taurus, you're so kind-hearted. That's just you all over. What are you thinking about? It is a risk. It is a risk. But I'm not feeling, Taurus, this is you wanting to give someone hundreds of thousands, for instance, right? And for some of you, you don't have that anyway. But this is you wanting to give enough to make a massive change to somebody's life. That's what I'm getting, okay? But up until this time, you haven't done anything. You haven't said anything to your partner because your partner's very keen to sit on the Ten of Pentacles, right? That's fine. And you've been sitting there thinking, well, yes, I kind of get it, because if anything happened to either of us in the future, we know that we're financially stable. But something's going to happen, Taurus, with the Tower. So this is you facing a bit of a shock. And with the Wheel of Destiny, you are going to have possibly quite an emotional conversation with your partner, who I think is coming through as the King of Pentacles. You would be the Queen of Pentacles, Taurus. Your partner, over the last few years, has been dead set on saving every single penny. And because of that, because your partner's been diligent, they haven't been extravagant, they've lived potentially relatively simply, you have a certain amount of money accumulated between the two of you. So Archangel Michael, when do we have the Tower, please, and the Wheel of Destiny for Taurus in the immediate future? Thank you, Michael. I'm hearing the first week of July through until the end of September. Okay. So Taurus, something shocking is going to happen. Now, guys, don't panic. I don't think it's life-threatening or anything like that. But it is a wake-up call. And this is you realizing that someone you've been a little bit worried about is really going through it, okay? What is this Tower moment for Taurus? Okay, Two of Pentacles. So Taurus, this is either you getting a distraught call from a child who could be a teenager or in their 20s to say, Mom, I'm really struggling. I actually can't afford to pay the rent, or the landlord has whacked up the rent and I'm penniless. And this is you panicking, right? My poor baby up in the city type of thing. It could be that an elderly parent has taken a fall. I'm seeing this ballerina's foot balanced precariously on this rock, right? Maybe an elderly parent has had a fall. And this is in thinking, oh my gosh, and I wasn't there. I can't get out to see my parent for 6 hours because it's a flight away, or it's a really hefty drive in the car. And this is you stressing out. This is you stressing out, Taurus. Bless you. Okay, what's going to happen here? A lot of emotional conversation with your partner. I mean, this is you coming off the phone to a child or a parent and running in to talk to your partner who's probably sat there with a paper, you know. Oh my goodness, you'll never guess what happened. Oh my goodness, I don't know what to do. I'm really stressed. I'm really upset. We've got to do something. And this is your partner realizing that, yeah, something has to be done. What are you saying to your partner? Yeah, exactly, Magician. We have to do something. We can't just sit here. We have to do something. Yeah. Okay. Taurus, this could be a really emotional series of conversations. You know, I know that we've worked hard all our lives. I know that we've saved money. We've been frugal. We haven't splashed out. We haven't been extravagant. But what's the point in earning all this money and sitting on the Ten of Pentacles when we can't help those in need? Right? This is you having a really emotional conversation with your partner. Yeah. It's as if, what are we doing here, you know? Yeah. You're also going to say to your partner, Taurus, that you've been in your head about this for a very long time. This could even be you saying something like, I knew this was going to happen one of these days and we should have done something before. It's all of this type of thing. What are you saying that you want to do, Taurus? Yeah. I think, Taurus, first of all, your initial reaction is, okay, I want to go and see my child. I want to get in the car. I want to get on the train. I want to make sure that my child's okay, you know? It could be calling a local clinic or a hospital and saying, all right, I know that you've got my elderly mum or my elderly dad. We'll be there tomorrow. You know, it's that sort of thing. This is travel and fast movement because you initially want whoever is struggling here to know that you care. Okay, what else are you saying to your person? I can't believe we left it this long. I can't believe that this has happened. I knew this was going to happen one day. Yeah, Taurus, guys. And then we have the guilt. I'm sorry, Taurus, this is guilt. This is, we should have done something to help before we just sat here, you know, guys. Okay, what's going on in your partner's mind? Page of Swords. They are thinking about you being very stressed in the situation. Now, it could be about a child. It could be a message from an elderly parent, something like that. Yeah. The major issue, Taurus, is that you're nowhere near your child or you are nowhere near your elderly parent. They may live quite a way away, and that might be part of the issue. What are they thinking about? Yes, wow, Six of Pentacles. What they are realizing is, in the nicest sense, Taurus, if they had been breadcrumbing this person, child, parent, whoever, you know, giving them a little bit every now and again, a little bit here, a little bit there, what they're realizing is, with the energy of the world, they have to do something major. A little bit here, a little bit there is not enough. And they're also conscious that they are sat on the Ten of Pentacles. So even though they may not have wanted to have forked out as such, what they're realizing is you are incredibly upset. What are they saying to you? I agree, we should go and visit this person. We should go and visit this person, right? And your partner, Taurus, at the same time, is looking at the past, sad in nostalgia. Oh my goodness, we should have done something 10 years ago. Or they're actually beginning to look at their finances. What is this person thinking about? Judgment. That they may have to make a really big decision, a judgment call. They may be looking at the past and thinking about a Capricorn or a Sag or a Leo for some reason. But I feel that this is more your partner, Taurus, realizing that they have to make a major decision. We can't keep breadcrumbing the situation. This person really needs help. And I feel your partner, Taurus, is realizing that you two can't carry on sitting in the Ten of Pentacles knowing that someone you're close to is really suffering. I think that is hitting them really hard. Wow, okay, yeah, what are we doing here? So Taurus, I feel a decision will be made between the two of you to do something to really help whoever this is. And you two are going to be taking a trip to see this person and try to ascertain what they're coping with, right? Can the issues be solved relatively easily? Would it mean a massive life change for this person? So I think you two are going to travel to see them and assess what's really going on. So Taurus, the final card is the Ace of Swords. This is clarity. This is you two ending a cycle, knowing that you have to talk about and discuss the stability of this family member. A child, a parent, someone who is really close to you, because something major has to be done. All right, my beautiful Taurians, let's have a look at your energy. Yeah. Queen of Coins. So we've got the King and Queen of Coins. You and your partner are putting your heads together to try and decide the best course of action. What's on your mind? Okay. So Taurus, this could relate to an elderly mother or an elderly father. It could be this is you thinking, my job as a mother is to protect my child. It could be that. What is this person dealing with who's struggling? Okay, oh bless. All right, oh guys, I'm getting all teary. This is either an elderly parent who is really struggling. Now, I don't know. She could have locked herself out of her house and lost her keys and she spent the night outside. I don't know. Or it could be that this is a child who can't afford to pay the rent. You know, could have lost their job or could have been scammed or something. What are you thinking about, Taurus? The first thing that springs to mind is we didn't know. You didn't tell us you were struggling. You didn't tell us that, you know, you were running out of money. You didn't tell us you were in this awful situation. Oh, Taurus. Taurus. Emperor. All right. So, Taurus, beautiful. We've got the King and Queen of Coins and we've got the Emperor and the Empress. Now, the Emperor can be an elderly parent saying, well, I didn't want to say anything because, you know, I didn't want to put you to any trouble, but I've been missing my husband. This could be your father, you know. He may have passed away. Or it could be that this is someone who's saying, I didn't want to trouble you. You know, this is a child saying to you, I didn't want to bother Dad because I know Dad feels as if I should stand on my own 2 feet. I mean, this is quite an emotional conversation, Taurus. All right, what's going to happen here? With the Knight of Coins, Taurus, I think initially you're going to provide some kind of temporary financial help. Now, if this is an elderly parent, it may be that you organise daycare. It could be for the next 6 months, and you may pay for that in advance. This is a sort of temporary solution. Again, if this is a child struggling with money in another area, then this is you putting quite a large amount into this person's account so they can afford to pay their rent maybe for the next few months. I feel this is a temporary solution because you guys are going to organise something behind the scenes which is going to be more permanent. Okay, anything else? Interesting. King of Swords. All right, so Taurus, after you have sorted out the situation temporarily, you may decide to seek legal advice. Now, this could be getting a property valued. It could be changing your will. Whatever this is, it has a legal connotation. So Taurus, with the Ace of Coins, you guys may end up doing something quite drastic. You could be talking about moving. You could be saying to your partner, Taurus, you know what, we don't need to rattle around in this 4-bed house. Why don't we sell the property, move somewhere much smaller? We can put a lump sum of money into the bank, and we can also then help this person. Whether or not, Taurus, this is you purchasing a small apartment for an elderly parent very, very close to you, or whether or not this is you giving your child a large amount of money to purchase something themselves. Or you could be giving this person half the cost of what a property would be, so they only have to pay a really small mortgage. You're doing something pretty major here, and this does relate to uprooting and moving. So you could be helping an elderly parent move to your area and purchasing a small apartment for them, or you could be helping your child move out of renting and find somewhere to buy that between all of you, within the family, this person could then afford. You're going to do something like that. Yes, Taurus. Wow, sorry guys, it's been a long reading, hasn't it? Justice. So it may well be that someone here needs to sign a legal contract of sorts, but I feel that what this represents, Taurus, is justice. You feeling as if you have done everything you can in your power to help this person, to give them peace of mind, to make sure they're safe and protected. So Taurus, this is a beautiful ending to your reading. I'm going to leave it there. I could go on for another half an hour, but I think you guys would fall asleep. So if this is your story, Taurus, do let me know in the comments. This is a beautiful reading. I'm leaving it there. Take care of you. As always, sending love and light your way, and many blessings. Bye, Taurus.